The abandoned room. High in the green, mist-covered plains of Karen, there lay a small village. A village famous for its stained glass windows and curious mirrors. Each home had windows of shimmering glass that, when touched by sunlight, cast 1,000 colors upon the earth. But in the far northern corner of the village stood an abandoned house. Its window was dull and colorless. The villagers whispered of the window of the unknown, a window that, at midnight, opened to a different world and pulled in anyone who dared to look inside. For years, no one was brave enough to go near it. Until one moonlit night, a 17-year-old girl named Nora, more curious than anyone else, pushed open the wooden door. Her breath caught in her throat. The dark glass of the window rippled before her, like water. She reached out her hand. Suddenly, the window parted like a curtain of smoke, and a cold wind drew her inside. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in a city where tall crystal towers rose from silver clouds. The streets were paved with transparent stones, and the trees had shimmering leaves, like the scales of a fish. A distant bell rang. Nero walked toward the sound. Out of the mist appeared a young man wearing a deep blue cloak, his amber eyes glowing softly. He introduced himself as Eren, the guardian of the gates of the unknown. He told her that once every 100 years, a chosen person entered the city to seek the secret of the last mirror. A mirror that could open, or close, the boundary between two worlds. Nero went with him. They walked through narrow streets whose glass walls reflected the memories of others. Shimmering shadows reached out their hands, and with every step, showed scenes of the past. At the city's center stood a vast hall with a ceiling of stars. At its end waited a mirror that showed not a person's reflection, but their future. When Nera drew near, the mirror revealed her village in flames. The young man said, "If you touch the last mirror, you can change the future. But you must pay a price. You will forget what you love most." Nera stood between fear and courage. Drops of light fell from her fingertips, filling the hall with brightness. The sound of bells grew louder. Shadows broke away from the walls and circled her like glass birds. She placed her hand upon the mirror. A heavy mist closed around her, and just as the last bell fell silent, she found herself again in the abandoned room. Outside the window, dawn had broken. But one thing was different. There were no flames in the village, and the houses stood unharmed. She let out a breath of relief, tears welling in her eyes. The only thing she could no longer remember was the young man's name. If you enjoyed this video, I would truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, like, and leave a comment. Your support helps me stay motivated and create even better videos for you in the future.